Hey guys, Blake here with another video, and today we got another species spotlight for you. A really unique fish here. We're going to talk about a dwarf cichlid, but not your average dwarf cichlid. Let's talk about the Egyptian Mouthbrooder today. Let's jump straight into the video. Okay, so Egyptian Mouthbrooders are a fantastic dwarf cichlid. They come from Lake Victoria, which is not the most common lake that we get fish for our hobby from. They're going to top out around about the 8.5 centimeter or 3-inch mark. So they're a good aquarium fish for around about your 80 litre or 20 gallon tanks. Just over the sort of 2-foot mark will be good for these guys. They exhibit some beautiful spangling, particularly the male, who can get some nice sheens of pinks and blues, but the base color on both the males and females will be a sort of goldy yellow, although there are different color variants depending on the collection point. They'll be quite long lived and live about 4 years if kept in good condition, and I would recommend as well keeping a lot of hiding places because the males can be a little bit aggressive towards the females, especially when trying to mate. In the aquarium, they're going to hang around about the mid-water to the lower areas of the aquarium, and they're going to be quite active and explore their territory quite a bit, I've found. Egyptian Mouthbrooders are omnivorous, so they're going to want both protein and vegetable matter within their diet to give them a nice varied diet. Include things like bloodworms, but also things with lower protein content like veggie pellets and stuff like that, and you'll find that they'll come on really nicely in condition and coloration. I haven't found them to be fussy, and they'll easily take to flakes, pellets, basically whatever I throw in there, they'll happily have a nibble at. In terms of pH, you're going to want to keep them between 6.5 to 7.5, so a fairly neutral pH, and temperature-wise, about 20 to 26 degrees Celsius or 68 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. So although they are from Lake Victoria, they're kind of more neutral, so you can think about West African cichlids like Crebensis, similar sort of ballpark to the Egyptian Mouthbrooder. The main difference from Crebensis to Egyptian Mouthbrooders, apart from location, is that they are maternal mouthbrooders, which is really fascinating to see, especially in a dwarf cichlid. Maternal mouthbrooding, so that means the female is going to hold the eggs within her mouth. You'll notice she'll have a big puffed up cheek. She'll kind of rattle them around and look after them until they're at the free swimming stage, where she'll eventually spit them out and be ready to go again. It's critical at this point to, I'd suggest, separate the male if you don't have a good mixture of males to females. We'll touch on that in just a second. But I'd suggest to separate the male at that point, because otherwise she will probably breed again and she might lose a lot of her conditioning and fat not eating through this incubation period, which does go for about 2 or 3 weeks. For that reason, I'd suggest keeping a high female to male ratio, just so that they can spread that breeding time around and also allow themselves to recover and eat in the meantime. Whilst the mother does have that great parenting ability to hold the eggs and keep an eye on them, I would separate them as soon as she spits them, mainly because the male is aggressive and he might sort of attack them or attack her, at which point she might panic and eat up the babies. So for best success, at least for the first few spawns, I'd definitely separate them out just to ensure that you have the best success rate with breeding. Overall, guys, I'd definitely recommend the Egyptian Mouthbrooder. They're a bit of a different fish that you don't see every day, and I've found them to have quite a cool personality and just be an enjoyable fish to keep. If you liked the video, it always helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you got any further questions, be sure to drop them down below. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.